Thank you very much to this man right here, Shiloh Fox. He actually made a picture and text guide for most of these Dragon Ball spots. I wish I found them earlier. I actually did most of these, and it wasn't until I got stuck, I think, on the Jinyus stage that I looked to see if there was any Dragon Ball posts, and this guy actually archived and has all of these listed in chronological order, so thanks to him. You can check it out in the link in the description or just watch the video, pick your poison. Either way, I basically used it to mostly organize this video and have everything set up, and just to know that I'm not missing anything in particular. So these are pretty much all the tricky Dragon Ball spots from the new stages. And the very first one is Jinyus Trespass. It's on 16.5. This is probably the hardest stage just because there's like 3 different phases you have to go through. The first thing you have to do is you have to get 6 spaces, 6 walking spaces, which is 2 3s, 3 2s, whatever math you want to do. And then after that, you have to get 5, and then after that, you have to get 4. So there's a lot of RNG, you know, every time you have a new phase of probability and a new phase of getting screwed over. I still actually have not been able to get the Dragon Ball on 18.1 because, I don't know, I just can't figure it out. I mean, I could figure it out, it's just the fact that the Lord, the Savior, our Jesus, will not give me the proper number in order to get that Dragon Ball. And as you can see, this is the second phase. And I got lucky, I guess. I got the 5. I already got this Dragon Ball. I don't know how, some way, somehow, from the heavens themselves, I got lucky and was able to just get it. So it's not impossible to get these, but it's pretty improbable if you don't know how to get it the first time. And it's not like there's no punishment for this. You actually need to get it properly. Otherwise, you have to do the stage over again. And because these stages are actually fairly hard, you know, I recommend you do it on normal or hard. Otherwise, you might get the Dragon Ball to get destroyed. And now this is the second stage, which is Showdown, New Ginyu Force. This stage is pretty simple. You just need to get that question mark in the corner. So from here, there's 4 and then 2. So you just need to get the question mark in the corner, and it'll take you to the space where you can actually get the Dragon Ball. And once it takes you there, you need 1. You need to roll a 1 in order to get the Dragon Ball. So where that empty space is, there should be a Dragon Ball, but for most of these, I already got them. And now, Breaking the Siege. This one, again, it's in the corner. You just need to roll a 6 or 2 3s, and then after that, you need a 4. I believe 4 or 5. I'm pretty sure it's 4 in order to get the Dragon Ball. It should be right over there, 1 away from the Nimbus Cloud, so actually you need a 5. But like I said, this isn't too bad. I actually ended up getting this, I think, the first or second time I tried it, which isn't terrible. I mean, 18.1, like I said, I still haven't gotten, so I guess this one isn't that bad, especially if you know which question mark to go on. It shouldn't be too much of a headache. And this one, here comes the big boy, Kura's Armored Squad. This is the King Drain. I don't know why, but for some reason I got super unlucky on this stage. I think it's the easiest one to get the Dragon Ball because I think there's only 2 question marks, and I ended up going on this question mark the first time around, so I ended up getting it right off the bat. The problem is that after you get this question mark, you need to roll a 1 in order to get the Dragon Ball. And so far I've been unlucky. I either get super high rolls, like you see right here, I have 2 6s, or I get super low rolls, and I use all the low numbers before I can get to the Dragon Ball itself. So as you can see, I still didn't get this Dragon Ball Genjutsu. But, it's not all that bad. And now this one, Frieza's Final Transformation, is extremely easy if you did the normal stage and then came here, because I think that for normal, this area is actually blocked off, so it's kind of obvious to go here. But I ended up just playing all the stages through normal, and then I came back here to play it again, and I forgot that I actually played this. Well, I didn't forget that I played this, but I forgot that there's a wall. So I included this just in case if someone's retarded like me and didn't know to go right or left. So you go left in order to get the Dragon Ball. But yeah, it is what it is. So as you can see here, this is oddly enough, this stage has 3 possible ways you can get the Dragon Ball. If you're doing this on hard or higher, you can actually go to the right where that wall is right now, and it'll take you to this area. And you can just go straight where that gem spot is, take the Nimbus, and it'll take you to the middle where the Dragon Ball is. But if you're playing this on normal, you're forced to go left, and for some reason going left takes you right. And this area here, for some reason, there's 2 ways you could get to the Dragon Ball. I recommend you just go to the right. If you go completely to the right, it'll take you to the spot where the Dragon Ball is. But if you're feeling feisty, if you're feeling lucky, you can actually go in the middle, and if you hit that question mark with where the arrow is, the big fat arrow, that's the one I made, it'll actually take you by where Baba is, and then after that, it'll take you by this spot right here to get the Dragon Ball, and then you need 2 in order to get it. But just go right. There's no reason to go in the middle. The only reason I went in the middle is because I thought I didn't know where to go, so I just went in the middle thinking maybe I could get there. And lucky enough, I actually ended up getting there and getting it. And that's pretty much it. Those are all the spots. Like I said, this isn't anything breaking. If this is news to you, then you should probably check out the DBZ Dokkan Battle subreddit. I mean, most of the stuff is usually uploaded like a day before anyone else on YouTube says it. Like, for example, I think that the stages, all these stages, except for maybe 18.4, because that's not really that hard, we're already on DBZ Dokkan Battle. So if you're relying on me for news, I feel bad for you because I'm a slow guy. You need to check out the subreddit. Get that shit going, boy. But that's about it. This is probably one of the actual guide videos I made, and I'm actually planning on making a guide for all of the tricky Dragon Ball spots in the game itself, which is going to be Genjutsu, but I'm doing that playthrough, so whenever I see something's tricky, I'll just mark it and save it, and it won't be too bad. So that's about it. 10 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend you do this again, and I must say, just as fair warning, if you're going to do these stages and get the Dragon Ball, you should probably do it on normal or hard, because like I said, some of these stages are actually nuclear, and they'll destroy you, and you won't get the Dragon Ball. So just a fair bit of warning.